Come to think of it, I'd like to retract some of the things I said at the start. But Wuwa did not give us the best 6-star healer at the start of the game. That's an Arknights Endfield W. Wait up, back up, chat. I feel like we missed a very, very important point. Well. It seems that when the community speaks, when the community has an issue, it's not, the devs don't go, oh, well, the game is just not for you. No. The devs be like, you know what? They might be onto something. Let's do something about that. And that's the ultimate goal that I think even us as a community should strive towards, right? We want a level of communication between us, the players, and the developers to allow us to have a not only a better relationship between player to developer, but also create a healthier community environment where we voice our concerns, we're heard, and we're ultimately gonna get a better product that makes everybody happy. Everybody that enjoys Arknights Endfield is just gonna start eating a lot more better. So, what am I talking about? Well, it seems like Arknights Endfield's devs have listened. I've been spoiled. Newsflash. You've probably seen it in the thumbnail too. The spoiler was no more mint picking, which everybody could see that coming. Like, you literally have a factory that just prints you shit. Of course, you're just gonna be able to not have to go out to the wild and pick stuff up. You can just make it. Great. No more mint picking. Arknight Endfield players cannot be called mint pickers. Great. Huge W. As we all know, a mint picker is a bit of an insult in the gacha community. You don't want to be called a mint picker, that's for sure. We've seen what being called a mint picker does to him, man. It makes him kind of crazy. And the second one is that we're getting a free 6-star selector now. That. So basically, also we're getting a free 6-star selector of our own choosing. Now, obviously, I think it's safe to assume, I'm not sure yet, but I would assume we don't get to pick a limited character. We don't get to pick it. It's a standard one, which at the start of the game is stonks. And if that is the case, I argue, it's not as big of a W as we think. And then let me tell you why. Because if we go to Arknights Endfield, they have the same goddamn system like Honkai Star Rail, where you have to reach 300 pulls for you to choose your selector, for you to get that. As in Withering Waves at the start of the game, the standard banner allows you to pick one. Like, I get just to choose. I can choose one and just work my pity towards it, and it's so simple. And plus, when you add it to the welcome banner, I feel like through re-rolling, like, you basically could have the 6-star selector of your choice. But by the way, didn't we get a selector? Yo, chat, didn't Wuwa f up and give us like a selector that's like it lasts for a year? I could be wrong here. If I remember, I'm pulling a grandpa. Let me just confirm. Yo, chat. Yep, I think we did. Yeah, yes, we did. All right. So if I remember in Withering Waves, and chat is confirming, it turns out that we got a selector because of issues back in Withering Waves. So basically, if we go back to Withering Waves standard, the early Withering Waves, not whatever this became, we had the welcome banner. Duh, I mean, I think every gacha has those, so that's not much to brag about. A 6-star selector that you can work towards with pity, and then you had the 6-star selector for free. So I feel like Endfield is missing one, which is the I get to work on pity to get a 6-star early, not by like 80 pulls and not 300 pulls. If they could just fix that, I think that would have been great. But anyway, you can only go get one, but this one will stay forever or until the game EOS. Oh, so this is like the default now. Anybody that's gonna start playing the game just gets the 6-star selector. You just get to choose your standard character. That's pretty good. So here we go. Let's read what they had to say. Ever since the official release of Arknights Endfield, Talos 2 has welcomed numerous explorers and builders and boundless passion, intellect, and spirit of altruism. Together, administrators from across the world have filled the world of Endfield with life and riches. As of February 1st, power transmission lines laid down by every administrator of the world have reached a total length of... Oh, dude, ain't no way. They're calculating that. Remember when it came out that Genshin Impact calculates your steps? That was wild. Yeah, they're calculating everything, man. They know everything about you. Uninstall now for the CCP in China knows everything about you. We hereby thank administrators of the entire world for your effort, enjoy construction, and mutual support. All right, to make team creation easier for administrator and improve the early game experience in combat, all administrators who complete the main mission chapter 1 shall receive a designation selection permit. Use this permit to designate and acquire one 6-star operator featured in the basic headhunting banner. So I guess it is official that It is a 6-star selector for the standard banner. I think this is basically more details on what's about to happen. Yeah, there it is. This is the selector. Optimization is ready to go to improve administrator. Where's the factory control? Dude, they just shocked me with this music. I'm like, when did I open Arknights Endfield? What happened? So anyway, enemy stats optimization to improve the enemy's exploration experience. We have lowered enemy levels at various exploration levels, including that's good. That's good. I feel like a lot of the times I had to run away, which isn't bad, but still kind of annoying sometimes, not all the time. So enemy level is reduced from 70 to 60. The post adjustment level 60 enemies drop the same loot as the pre-adjustment level 70 enemies. Early game progression support. Enemies who reach level 16, 17, and 18 will directly receive a number of freemium components for assembling blue quality gear. Oh, that's good. So this helps. Okay, look, hey man, I'll be honest. I'm getting rewarded. I'm literally getting rewarded for taking it slow. Because here's the thing, man. In my Arknights Endfield, I'm like authoritarian level 22 or 23. Like, I'm taking it slow. So it's like I'm literally getting rewarded by them fixing their stuff as I progress, which I think this implementation must have already happened because they said it's February 1st. Upon reaching each of the authority levels listed above, administrator will receive enough components to assemble 4 pieces of gear of the listed quality. This will improve. Okay, so this will improve combat experience before the administrators construct and develop their IC factories. Administrators have already reached the listed authoritarian level shall receive compensation items. Oh, so you don't even miss out. Man, if you took it slow, you are so rewarded. I get to move ahead. Nice. For players like myself, this is a massive W. A feature to quickly switch all selected facilities on or off have been added to top view mode. This will make it easier for administrators to quickly allocate power source resources during low power. I don't know what that means, but W. Map experience optimization. Distribution of nearby enemies for several TP points, rare material gathering sites, and mining spots of the map have been adjusted to improve the administrator's experience when setting up AIC facilities in these locations and other stuff. Several optimizations in the works. Okay, so by the way, just so that we're clear, this is in a 1.0 update. Like, we didn't get to 1.1 yet. All right, this is in 1.0. They're already taking action at the start of the game before another patch is released. I think this is some good immediate action that I, for one, really appreciate. We don't have to wait for the entire patch before we get some qualities of life improvement. I think this is great. So anyway, I think now the ultimate question, chat, the ultimate question, who the fuck do we pick? Because when you look around here, man, I'll be honest, I feel like you're obviously not going to pick Ember. We're not going to getting Ember because I hear she didn't get buffed. And obviously they didn't talk about buffing her. Who else? We already got the healer. Where's the healer? I don't see her here. Ardelia? Yeah, we have Ardelia. So yeah, depends on who you have. Oh, absolutely. I think it all comes down to who you have. Pogishnik, that's probably who I'm going to pick because I happen to have Li Feng, and I hear these two work together. I have Li Feng. There's a good chance I'm just going to pick up Pogishnik because I already have Last Right. However, I believe casual, normal player take, I think Last Right is the best one. And I think, here's the thing. I think for a normal player that just started, you can get, I think because here's the thing. The best DPS you can get is Last Right. She's the best DPS. She's going to help you carry. Pogishnik is in support. I don't know if he supports her too, but I think you play Last Right, you have her for free. Dude, Ember is so washed. Ember is so fucking washed. Look at her. She just pulled up. Like, the game just spawned, and she's like in the same level as a goddamn 5-star. Dude, they did this girl so bad. I want Ember buffs immediately. Devs, you listened. I'm glad you did, but I feel like you didn't listen enough. Save my girl Amber now. Wait, someone has Yvonne as like in the watch list. That's so weird. So like, is she not supposed to be that good? I don't know. Li Feng is in tier 1. That's kind of crazy. So this girl is going to be an amplifier, Gilberta. And Yvonne is apparently going to be a DPS. I'll be honest, I think I'm eyeing Gilberta. There's a good chance I'm going to pick Gilberta. I don't know what. I think she's going to be an amplifier. Her heal, is she... What element is that? Is it grass? Nature is grass. Okay, yeah, okay. So we have a grass element. I did not know that. That's some cool ass shit. Someone actually remembered the grass element. All right. So yeah, I think definitely I'm going to be saving my pulls for Gilberta. And plus, she's the last one in the banner. So hopefully, maybe 1.1 characters aren't as important. So like, I think I can just pick Gilberta so that way I can get the signature weapon for Leviathan because I built pity there. I gotta Gotta bank on that before the banner is gone. The gacha system isn't as good. It's a difficult thing to tackle. I'm not used to it, so gotta navigate it properly. I definitely are probably gonna be eyeing Gilberta in terms of limiteds, considering the near future. That might change considering what they announce. But yeah, I think in terms of 6-star selector, looking at this tier list, since you get this one for free anyway, which is the best healer in the game right now, Pogrishnik might be a good support team, but I hear he's only a good support for Li Fang for physical teams. Last Right, if you don't have her, and if you're lost, you don't know what to choose, probably Last Right. However, do not claim any character until you roll in the beginner banner. Roll the beginner banner, see who you get, and depending on who you get, you can roll. Say, for example, I get Li Fang in the beginner banner, which was the case for me. I'm going to pick Pogrishnik. That's it. But I also happen to have Last Shot because I started like pretty strong in my account in terms of luck. So yeah, every physical DPS in the future will benefit from Pogrishnik. True. Like Pogrishnik is pretty good. But then again, if you want immediate value, you kind of want Li Fang. Support Depan. Wait, so Depan is physical? Oh, Pogrishnik is like a support for Depan? Okay. Now I see what you guys are talking about. Okay. Now I see it. All right. Yeah, Pogrishnik stonks might go up in the future, man. Li Fang is bad without Pogrishnik. If no Pogrishnik, don't get Li Fang. Exactly. It's like always roll the beginner banner. See what you get, and depending on what you get, you adapt accordingly. So, for example, you get Amber, or like Li Fang. If you get Li Fang, for example, you can think about Pogrishnik or maybe not Last Right. You know, because like this team's like already works together. It's very strong. And Pogrishnik, as time goes on, support characters like this tend to stonk well. Kind of like amplifiers too. I think those also stonk well. You will notice literal 4 stars are up in the stonks because I feel like this role is very, very important. So like you always want to keep an eye when it comes to amplifiers, survivalists. Like these are like very important, and support damage. And like main DPSs, however, those rotate quick as fuck. Ardelia being free narrows down the top picks. Absolutely. Yeah, the fact that Ardelia is free, man, changes everything. And I feel like, here's the thing, chat. Here's the thing. Come to think of it, I'd like to retract some of the things I said at the start. But Wua did not give us the best 6-star healer at the start of the game. That's an Arknights Endfield W. Wait up, back up, chat. I feel like we missed a very, very important point. I feel like we did not give these devs enough credit. The fact is, they gave us the best healer right off. You don't need to keep re-rolling for fucking Verena. Because that was me at the start of Withering Waves. Until they gave us the goddamn selector. At the start, I had to keep re-rolling for Verena. I did not have to feel the need. It's like, you kind of want to avoid Ardelia at the start because it's that point it's just an E1. So instead of getting like a whole different other character. So I feel like personally, all things considered, I'd like to retract something. In terms of freebies currently, considering the new free 6-star selector, I feel like Endfield is setting a new standard, man. I feel like they are setting a new standard. This is some cool shit. But just don't go enjoy the game. You get stuff eventually. But yeah, exactly. That's going to be the goal right now, chat. I feel like whether it's story, whether it's the gacha system, I think for now, what you want to do is squeeze as much fun as possible. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is that I think, considering what I've said before, is that I'm hopeful that the devs do something about this. This is why like we're complaining in the first place. I feel like now we're starting to, it looks like we're in decent hands considering the selector. It goes a long way to feel like the players are being compensated for the issues that the devs create themselves. I think that's just a W. But we'll see how things progress. I think that's very important. This is not, we're off to a decent start now, but let's see. We're not out of the woods yet completely. It looks good now, but let's see. Yeah, best way to get pulls in speedrun stories to Wuling. Do knows and some exploration along the way. After that, the bulk of pulls is just clearing the map. Yeah, clearing the map is going to be key. But yeah, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments below. I think it's a good breath of fresh air, and I'm starting to feel like Arknights Endfield, maybe the devs are not getting enough credit. And I feel like as time progresses, it's really going to show exactly on whose hands we are. And I would love nothing more than to be proven right about my hopes that these devs can listen. Like, let them cook. Let's let the devs cook. This is something I've been saying even about Withering Waves back in the day. I'm going to say this about Arknights Endfield and every dev that makes a game. It's like, let them cook. This is new. They need to look at the feedback. And depending on how they react to the feedback, only then can we really, really start sitting down and do exactly what we did like Genshin. Because that shit was 3 years down the road, or like, maybe Honkai started like 1 or 2 years down the road where like power creep really started being a problem. It's like, okay, guys, we need to sit down and talk about this because this is a problem, right? Not enough time has passed where we can actually have that conversation, realistically speaking. So yeah, let us know what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, and be seeing you.